Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're here with another video, baby, and in today's video I will be using my 3XL square no C-curve tips from Bomb Nails, also my cover birthday suit, and the new Celebrity from the New Year's Eve or New Year's collection. And I'll also be using my old size 14 Kolinsky brush, baby. I really forgot how much I miss this, love this brush. This is actually a really great brush. So yeah, we're just going to be going in here with Celebrity. I freaking love these glitters. This is from the New Year's collection. She came out with I think it was 3. Was it 3? Yes, it was the Glamorous Black, Celebrity, and then Golden Hour. These glitters are so beautiful. The Glamorous Black was just beautiful. I wanted to use this one because I wanted to see if it was like the gold one, and it is, y'all. It reflects, it's silver, but it reflects like this rainbowy, I don't know if they would call that, it's not iridescent. I guess it would be like hollow. I don't know. I'm not really good with the glitter things. I know iridescents are like those see-through kind of paper, whatever. I don't know. But this looks very much like a hollow maybe. It's got, I don't know. It's just beautiful, y'all. So let's get into the application, y'all. How's everybody doing? We are in 2024, y'all. Can y'all believe it is 2024? I can't believe it is 2024. It was just 2019 yesterday, y'all. I swear it was just 2019. It's been a bit of a road, y'all, for real, with COVID and everything. And literally the last thing I remember is we had a meeting at work. This was 2019, just getting into 2020. We had a meeting at work. They sent us home when the health pandemic started. We had a meeting. They said this will be our last day here. We're going to be starting to work from home. I literally had to buy a computer for my house to work from home because my desktop was just not doing it. We work off of VPN, so it wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't do it for my VPN, and it was very slow, so I had to buy a whole desktop. I remember that. And then we haven't been back to work full-time since. Now we're back part-time, but you don't even have to be back part-time in New York. You can be home still full-time as long as you have a reasonable accommodation. So yeah, and I know it saves it's got to save the state a lot of money not having people in full-time, with building costs, things like that. I love working from home part-time. I'm not going to lie. Before, and I've been working for a long time in my life, y'all, like I said, I've been working since I'm 14, 15, as soon as I got my working papers. So I've always worked, and I think when you have kids, it's important to have a nice, work-life home balance, where you can be home with your kids and, go to work. And a lot of countries actually, I know Denmark, I think, is one of them, where they provide that for parents. Your work week is not a full 40-hour work week. And I think that should be everywhere around the world. I think that you shouldn't have to work 40 to 80 hours, one, to support a whole family, right? And then two, to be able to see your kids. When I worked Monday through Friday, now I had the whole weekend with my kids, but during the week when they got home, I was too tired to do anything. Getting up at 5 a.m., going to work, not getting home till 5 p.m. That was my life for so long, and I never had the energy to ever do anything. I barely had the energy to come home and cook a nice hot meal, so that's hard, especially, I was raised by a single mom, and when you're raised by a single mother, other things can happen. You know what I'm saying? Your mom's not home as much. I know my mom was never home. She always had to work doubles. Now I don't have to work doubles or anything, but and I usually work during the hours my kids are in school. So I'm very present for them, when they're not in school. You know what I'm saying? My mom wasn't present for us when we were in or out of school, so, she just was always working, and that led to a lot of difficulties in my teenage years, just doing whatever I wanted, running the streets, being out, not listening, getting in a lot of trouble. So yeah, I think that it's nice now. I don't know if we'll ever go back to normal. I really don't. I think they're trying to keep this part-time thing going, which is really nice. It's not a bad thing. Um, half the week I get to be home with my kids. I get to greet them when they come home from school. I get to not be too tired to cook a meal. So that in that aspect, I think it's really great. And also, like I said, I think it saves the state lots of money. Nothing that I do in my workday can't not be done at home. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing I do, it's not. I don't deal with finances. Most of the people who deal with finances, who deal with money, who deal with Department of Education and places like that, or you know Department of Business Affairs and things like that, they have to be in the office because they deal with people's finances, and they're just, I guess the state's just not comfortable with people working from home and also dealing with people's finances, which is totally understandable. But yeah, so I do very much like that. But it's been a weird couple years, y'all. Like when I'm looking back at it, it's been a weird couple years, and it's like, where did time go? Like I just remember coming home, we were working from home, and then 3 years passed, and now here we are. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened in the last 3 years? Like I know I started a YouTube channel. I started getting into nails as a hobby. Because I really love nails, but like what happened? Like what's significant? Like nothing. I don't even know. I feel like the last 3 years has just passed me by very quickly too. So yeah, so look at this beautiful color, y'all. Like these glitters really killed it. I am obsessed. Like these, and you know what's crazy? I wasn't even gonna get these. I didn't even know they were coming out, and then I seen them, and I wasn't even gonna get them. But then I'm like, no, I have to have everything bomb nails because I'm a representative. Like, what would I be without everything bomb nails? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be. Who would I be? That's So I'm like, no, go get them shits, man. And I'm so happy I did because. And the reason I wasn't gonna get them wasn't because of I didn't want them. It was just because New Year's was quick and they came out like quick, and New Year's is quick. So I'm like, but these are so beautiful and can be used at any time. The reflective on them is just so freaking pretty. It's like I think even the undertone to this is like a grayish color. Like how the clear in the glitters, it'd be clear, but I think this has like a little grayish tone to it. I think these are freaking beautiful. I love them. I'm obsessed. Glamorous Black is one of my new favorites. These are like my new favorites. They're just so freaking pretty. And the way they reflect, I've never seen acrylic with the glitter like this that reflects like that. Like you can even see it. I tried to show it the best I can because sometimes on camera, y'all, we don't really get the full on look to a color sometimes, or a glitter, and it came out beautiful on camera. You can see it reflecting those rainbow colors. So the gold does this too, y'all. And I was actually going to do a gold set. I was going to use my gold again, but I'm like, no, let me show them Celebrity. I didn't get to use Celebrity yet. We used Glamorous Black and the gold on Freestyle Friday last week. So I was like, no, let me do Celebrity. I also saw a girl on TikTok, excuse me, I'm sorry, doing a similar set like this. Not exact, obviously, I put my own twist on it. But yeah, so I just thought it was a very simple, very pretty look. I spilled, y'all. Well, no, my son spilled a whole thing of my bling, y'all. I didn't even try to recover not one crystal. I just took my vacuum and got him up. Okay. I couldn't recover them like the way my back room is. I just couldn't recover them. They weren't recoverable. Okay. This is not like my kitchen floor or this is my back room area. And where they fell was just so inconvenient, and I just couldn't get them up. So I vacuumed them all up. I wish I had silver bling, to put on this. Now I do have big silver bling, But I don't have small silver bling, so I have to really start collecting some more color blings. Like I need gold bling, I need silver bling. Like this set would have been so pretty with some silver bling. I actually wound up going with my opals because my opals are a grayish color that I have, so that was the only type of like silver gray bling that I had that would, even look halfway decent with this set, and I wanted to put something on it. So we're gonna also go in an ombre with birthday suit. Now it is cold, it is winter, y'all. Birthday suit is birthday suit is a little weird because so sometimes birthday suit, it works perfectly for me. I don't have any problems with it drying too fast or drying too slow. And then sometimes, like if the weather's off slightly, it can dry, a little bit faster. And I didn't realize that, and it was cold in my back room, so I did add acetone to my monomer. Because I said, all right, because I did a swatch of these. So I did a swatch seeing what color would look better over this. Would I do a pinky or a more mute color? So I wound up going with my all-time favorite, which is birthday suit, which is great for ombreing. But I put freaking acetone in my monomer because as I was doing the swatch, it was cold and birthday suit wasn't drying like it usually dries. So I'm like, all right, let me add some acetone to my my monomer. I don't know if I added too much or too little, but at first I actually had to take this pinky nail off and redo it. Because if y'all have ever had an acrylic dry too fast on y'all, I didn't get to blend the bead into my cuticle. It was just like kind of like a shelf. It was like a shelf, and then I couldn't even get a cuticle bead in there. It dried the minute I slapped it on my nail. That's how much monomer I must have put. Not monomer, acetone. I must have put in my dampen dish. I only put like 3 capfuls in, but I think that was like way too much. Even here, like you can see, birthday suit is very blendable. It's like my favorite color for ombre, and you can just see, like, you'll see on the other nails, like I'm having a little bit of trouble ombreing it. I have a certain amount of time to work with it, and this is after taking my pinky nail off, redoing it, and redoing my monomer to acetone ratio, which I put a lot less in, but it was like, no. So what I should have done was not worked with the acetone at all. I should have just worked with birthday suit in its natural form. I think it would have been perfectly fine. But because it was so cold back here, I thought it wasn't, especially when I did that swatch stick. It was kind of not setting as fast as I would want it to. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, like I said, I'm working in sometimes 20-degree weather back here with my heater on, and it gets to like maybe 40 degrees, and that's not optimal temperature for any acrylic. I don't care what acrylic you're using. It's not optimal temperature for any acrylic. So when I did the swatch, I said to myself, okay, let me put a little bit of acetone in so I'm not here patting and making, you know what I'm saying, and sitting here waiting for this to dry or to get moldable, because as I said before, I'm in a colder climate, so you're going to be waiting. So this wasn't too bad. It worked better than me having like all that I guess I put way too much acetone, y'all. But yeah, so now it was working a lot better, and I was moving faster with it, so I was able to blend. But you'll see, I think it's this nail. You'll see where it's like it's good, and then I'm going to swipe. See, I'll play with it for like a little couple seconds, and it's not blending as it usually does, and that's because I did have acetone in here, y'all. Usually this blends out a lot better. Now, did it blend out fine and these nails came out beautiful? Absolutely, it did. I got with the program. I was learning how to work with it with the acetone in there, because y'all, literally, it's so cold. Even right now, tonight's Freestyle Friday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to use tonight. Trying to figure it out, what cover I should use, because with these type of temperatures, you want to use faster setting formulas. I'll probably be using my birthday suit. Birthday suit is a little bit faster setting without any acetone. I don't know why I thought it was okay to put acetone in there, but yeah, so even here, like you could see, I'm trying to play with it and pat it into certain places, but then when I go to drag it, it just it stops. It's starting to dry already, and that's because acetone, y'all, will dry your stuff up. Don't put acetone in with medium or fast setting acrylics. I guess that is only for slow acrylics, because it'll make your medium to faster setting acrylics dry like instantly. So, I'm trying to work a little bit faster here, as you can see. So yeah, let's watch the rest of the application. We're going to go in. This is all in real time too, y'all. Not my capping or my filing, but this process was in real time. It made me work faster to the point where I think I did my nails, like the whole application, as far as like the ombre and the glitter before the capping. I think I did it in like 12 minutes. It was pretty fast, y'all. It's pretty fast. So yeah, so enjoy, y'all. I will be back. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming to support. You see how that dried up? Yeah, don't put acetone in with your faster to medium setting acrylics. Even in the winter, it's going to dry up, or maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. The amount that I had poured into my monomer was, good God, I put 3 capfuls in. And I did that because I just got done watching a TikTok, and this girl did it for her Valentino, and her climate wasn't even that cold. So I'm like, oh shit, if she's got to do that for Valentino, and I'm about to do a set and it's 20 degrees back here and I just got this heater pointing at me, I'm going to need that same amount of acetone. Yeah, and Valentino's a fast setting acrylic. It actually sets way faster than this. So I don't know. I just don't know. I guess all acrylics are different, y'all. So yeah, it didn't work for me. Or maybe like I said, I put way too much in. I think that was it more than anything. I put way too much in, but it looked like she put a lot in too. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I did that. I never have to use acetone with my covers from Bomb Nails. This was actually my first time using acetone with any of my covers from Bomb Nails. So yeah, it didn't work out the way I thought it was, but we got it together, y'all. We got it together. I was working a lot faster. Yeah, so anyway, y'all, I will be back. Enjoy the video, enjoy the application. And yes, and remember, everything for Bomb Nails is always linked in the description below, y'all. All this beautiful product that I use, I try to link everything that I use in the description below. I don't link it where there's a website to each product, but her website is pretty self-explanatory. Don't forget, we are coming out with the new Valentine's Day collections. Also, there's a bunch of new beautiful nudes coming out soon, y'all. So I'm very excited about that. I should be getting PR to show y'all within maybe a week or so. I will be going live on TikTok. Also, I will be doing my PR for YouTube and TikTok. I'm so excited to go live on TikTok, y'all. It's like a long time coming type of thing. Also, I am a representative for Bomb Nails, this beautiful company, so I think TikTok would be great. It's great for businesses, getting your business out there. Sorry, y'all, my voiceover cut off. My meeting alarm went off because I have a meeting at 9:30. It is 9:30 in the morning on Friday. So it's great. TikTok is great to get businesses out there. There's a lot more people that can come in on your lives. It's very different than YouTube. So on YouTube, like, it's very intimate. Your followers come, but sorry, one of my friends is texting me. But TikTok is where anybody could come in. They can be scrolling on the For You page and find your live. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity to open up this beautiful product to a new audience. So I'm very happy about that. Very excited about that. I'm hoping that some of my girls will come over with me. I'm definitely going to need some support, and definitely my moderators. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the application, y'all. Let me get to this meeting, and I will be back, baby. I will be back. Okay. Okay. That wasn't a good one. Okay. Oh my God. After being sick, y'all, excuse me, I can't. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, I'm back, y'all. We just got done filing, buffing, the whole nine. These are what the nails are looking like now. And yes, baby, we are back with the butterflies, okay? I don't want to hear from none of y'all in the comments, okay? It's been a while. It's been a while, like since summer, okay? It feels like forever. So I had to go in with some of these pretty silver butterflies. I really didn't know what else to do, y'all. I just wanted to keep the set like just nice and pretty, not too much going on. My last couple sets, there's been a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best nails are just the toned down nails that are just simple, you know? Those are the type of nails I like. I'm trying to get better with my bling, y'all. You know, I got this cuticle bling going on here. That's like my signature bling, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of bling, I just don't know how to use it, y'all. And if you don't know, you do know how to you do know, are you kidding me right now? You do have to know how to use bling, how to place bling, and it's not as easy as everybody thinks. So that's what we're going to be doing. Y'all, I've been knee deep in the paint, with this Savannah Soto case, and it's just such a sad, I don't know if anybody has been following that case. It is about the girl in San Antonio, Texas, who was pregnant, and they found her and her boyfriend dead, unalived. Is that what people are saying on social media? Unalived now? Why do people say that? Why can't people just say dead? Is there something wrong with dead? They say unalived. So yeah, I don't get that. But anyway, that's like that grand rising. Instead of good morning, it's grand rising. I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyway, I've been following this case, and it's just such a heartbreaking thing. I've also been watching like tarot card readers on YouTube, because that does come up, y'all. When you look up things for the case, the readings that they've been doing. There was this one girl. She was it's kind of spot on. Before the whole thing happened where they actually found them, she didn't know if they were still alive or missing or what was going on. So that one, that reading of hers was kind of a little spotty, you know what I'm saying, spotty-onish. But then, like, now that the case is unveiling, this is just like a regular person supposedly that was buying some trees. Now, I watched the first 48, and I seen a lot of people in the comments like, this doesn't make sense, you know. Now, 90% of murders, y'all, don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? They're for things that are, you're like, what? You did that for that? Oh my God. I don't know if anybody's watched the first 48. I'm a huge, I used to be, not so much anymore because it gives me anxiety, probably because of my experience that I went through. But the whole men killing women thing, it just gives me bad anxiety, so I don't watch it as much anymore. But I used to be a huge, Forensic Files, First 48 person. I love those shows. And most of the people die from senseless things, you know? And it's true, my incident, I could have very well not be here right now. And it's for the dumbest stuff. Some things just don't always add up. Like, why? Why did this have to happen for this, you know? And a lot of people, and I've seen in a lot of the comments, just couldn't understand it. I'm like, well, obviously, y'all never watch the first 48 because it happens all the time. It literally happens all the time. Men take women's lives because they want simple divorces. They're having affairs. They don't want to be intertwined with their families no more, so they take their whole family out. Was there a reason? Did the woman do anything heinous? No. She was just there. You know what I'm saying? I think the girl was just collateral damage. This person was very known for dealings with drugs. I think her brother also passed away a year ago in a bad drug deal. So it's a thing, you know, and sometimes when you're in families like that and, gang banging is glorified and drugs are glorified and your parents live the street life, or they used to, you kind of get intertwined in that, you know. You feel like maybe that's something that you have to live up to. It's, you know what I'm saying? So there's a huge history. Plus, there's also a huge history. I watched 10 to Life with Annie Elise. She's really good. There was a huge history of abuse with him and her. I know the family of her had went public saying, I guess they were trying to make him look like, this angel. Not so much an angel, but if you're a mom, you know that whether your kid's a murderer or a drug dealer or a woman beater, you're still their mother. This is still somebody's child. Usually parents can't disassociate. Like me, if my son ever became a woman abuser or a murderer, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't even say that I would or wouldn't. I wouldn't condone it, but you still love your child, if you get what I'm saying. Like, this is somebody's child. They still love their child. Nobody wants to see, just like nobody wants to see their child become a drug addict, nobody ever anticipates their child becoming a drug dealer or a murderer, okay? And I think families get a lot of backlash for this, even when it's not their issue or something that they could have avoided or whatever. But it's just a sad case in general. To see whatever they were, whatever their family's past was, whatever they had going on, it's still sad and so disappointing to see two young lives lost to what they're now saying was a bad weed deal. A weed deal. This isn't, this is trees, bro. Like $30, you get an eighth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't anything. Well, what we know now, these are not facts. I'm not talking facts about the case. I'm just talking about what I've watched so I want to make that clear. That I'm just seeing what I've watched, what I've seen on the news, what I've heard other people talk about. There's this guy, Rachel actually had showed me, he really goes into depth and he goes over things. It's kind of like you sit and you watch him and he'll go through things. He went through the kid's Telegram and it was all flashing stacks of money, drugs, deeper than just trees. Definitely, went into narcotics on that level. People were saying this might have been a cartel hit. There was so many things going around. Now, it was definitely a deal gone bad. I think everybody knew that from the beginning just because of the kid's profession. And I just really think, after all I've seen, I think she was collateral damage. I think she went on a run with him. Maybe they were going before they were going to the hospital or whatever. They just had to do this real quick. Who knows? But I think she was just there and that was it. I don't think this had anything to do with her. I don't think that they were after her. I think that she was there on a deal gone wrong, and had she not had she stayed home, she would have been probably fatherless. The child would have been fatherless, but she would have went and had her baby. And he was known for really beating her up all the time. So maybe that would have not have been a good thing for her, but maybe to get out of that situation, or however, maybe it would have been a blessing for her, especially if you're getting beat up. The neighbors, they had talked about how the beatings that he gave her were so bad that she would be running down the street screaming for help. They said one time he knocked her out and kicked her down a flight of stairs, like the apartment stairs. So this has been a long time of abuse in their relationship, and her family did confirm that, because like I was saying before, they were trying to make him look like something that he wasn't, and one of her close family members got on and pretty much called the mother out, who actually wasn't even in his life, called the mother out and said, how dare you portray him in this light? He used to really hurt my cousin. And there has been definitely, he's been to jail multiple times for hurting her physically. So it was just a bad situation altogether, and I think she got caught in the middle of having a baby with this guy, and it's not easy to. People will sit on the sidelines and go, "Oh, it's so easy to leave an abusive relationship." For women, it's a lot different. Women are nurturers by nature. We're nurturers, we're mothers. That is in our genetic coding. So even when a man is abusive, we try to think that there's a better them. We can change them. Maybe there's something we can change. Maybe we can nurture them. It's not always easy or so black and white to say, oh, he punches you in the face, you should leave. No, that's not how that works. My mom was in an abusive relationship with my father for 15 years before she decided to leave. And it was only after she had kids with him that she decided to leave, because she didn't want us to see her getting punched in her face. My mom loved her kids more than she loved any man. So yeah, like my mom didn't even start dating again until we were all grown and out of her. My mom never brought men in my house. My mom was very dedicated to her children and working hard. So I'm thankful that I had a mother like that. We're going in with some top coat, y'all. I really love this top coat. This is the new top coat. I love this top coat. I love the brush, way better than the other bottle, the brush on the other bottle. So this is great top coat. Look how pretty this is, y'all. So pretty. But anyway, yeah, so I was fortunate to have a mother that didn't have men in and out of my home, and but she was in an abusive relationship, and it took her 15 years to leave. It took her 15 years of getting punched in the face to finally leave, and it was only because of the kids she left. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my dad, he left when I was young, but I remember him beating my mom up. I remember him coming home if she had mail. He was a real clean freak, a real weirdo. And even if she had mail on top of the fridge, he'd hit her for things like that. So it's not always so black and white, like, as people would think it was. Just like drug addiction. People say, "Oh, why don't you just stop doing drugs?" Well, it's not that easy. It changes your brain chemistry. It changes the way you think, you interact. It even changes the way you taste things. So it's not as black and white like that, like people would think who have never been in that situation. So yeah, that was a sad story. I'm glad they found the people who did that to that woman and her unborn baby, and that, young man who were, unfortunately taken too early from this world. But it's just been this big case, kind of like the Idaho 4. I'm actually waiting for that trial to begin because I love watching trials and stuff. In a past life, I was going to become a lawyer. I never got there, but yeah, I love courtroom things. So yeah, we're finishing up here, y'all. I'm going to cure. Thank y'all for listening. If y'all have been watching this case, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. If you've made it to this part of the video, leave some purple hearts down below. I love y'all, and I will see y'all for Freestyle Friday tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cold as a bitch. We're going to be freezing our titties off tonight, baby. Tonight. Anyway, have a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. We go live every Friday. We're going to be starting to go live on TikTok within the next week or so. So thank y'all. This is what we're looking like. And I'm going to do the thumb separate because when I do the thumb, it kind of runs. I like to do the thumb separate. So we're doing the thumb separate. And I put too big of gems on the thumb. I should have went a little smaller with the gemmies, but this was a beautiful set nonetheless. And yeah, wherever you are, wherever you're at, have a great day, great night. Happy New Year, everybody. We're in 2024. And I'll see y'all later, baby. Okay. Okay. Peace. Wait another minute for you. I know you got me falling from the ceiling.